Well, thank you, Mark. Well, we've got Honorable Abike Dabiri-Erewa here, who is the Senior Special Assistant to the President of Foreign Affairs and the Diaspora. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Well, this is clearly something that concerns us. It's not the first time it's happening. People are just miffed. They had it up to hear about these kind of cases. Well, we just heard from His Excellency, the South African High Commissioner to Nigeria. Are you satisfied with some of the responses given?
Well, the responses, speaking to just hearing him appears okay, but I think we have to go beyond that. I'll tell you something now. On Friday, there's going to be a demonstration.
Where, here or?
In South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Against, Africans. And they've issued a permit to go ahead and demonstrate. That is South Africans who are saying we want foreigners out. And although there's calm at this point in time, but our mission had met with the South African police yesterday. Is like, what's going to happen on Friday? People are still worried. Now they said that in South Africa, if you've been given a permit to have a rally or a demonstration, nobody can stop you. So nobody's going to stop them, except they stop themselves. But the police, as the High Commissioner has said, have assured the Nigerian community and the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa that they will protect the foreigners, that the demonstration will be against them. They've assured of their protection, but you know what? You never can tell what happens with these demonstrations. So we're a bit apprehensive about what happens on Friday, because that demonstration will take place. At least they are still determined that it will take place. We hope it doesn't, but if it does, will those Africans be protected? In the meantime, the Nigerian mission has also been meeting with Nigerians in South Africa. I mean, they have various associations, unions, communities. They've appealed for calm. They've appealed for restraint. They've just told them to be vigilant. Now you know there's going to be a demonstration on Friday. Try to avoid those places and, just protect yourself. So we're hoping that those words of, it's okay, the police will protect you, we hope we can believe that.
This is a bad situation made worse, because if we're expecting more protests, or even that could likely result to attacks, because clearly the South African people don't want Nigerians in their country. They don't want to see other foreign nationals in their country. And even to make that worse, the Zulu king himself, at some years back, did say that the foreigners are a nuisance to his country. If the traditional ruler, as such, with that kind of exalted position as the Zulu king, should make such pronouncement, then it leaves much to be desired, and it's on your turf now to really bring back Nigerians home.
No, but let me tell you, it's even worse than that now. The demonstrations of April 8th, 2015 was triggered by the comments by the Zulu king. This is being triggered by opposition political parties. So let's understand a few things here. Some opposition parties, I think the DA, want some areas where these things are taking place. So the politicians themselves, the opposition politicians, are actually inciting the low-income Black South Africans, because they are telling them what they want to hear. If you hear their campaigns, they are telling them, go out there and get them out. We don't want these criminals in our country. So one thing the government of South Africa needs to do, the ANC government, should call the opposition to order. They should tell them to stop inciting the people, because they are using them, they are playing on their emotions, because they think that doing this will get them mileage. So let the South African government know that this is going on, and I'm sure they know. So let the ANC government talk to the opposition politicians in South Africa and let them know the implications of what they're doing. You want political mileage, you are inciting your people. Now, the last time was the Zulu king. Now it's the politicians that are telling them what they want to hear during campaign. They're telling them, get them out. They are criminals. We don't want them in this country. So the government must handle this, take this hands on and tell them, stop this.
But is the Nigerian government handcuffed in this situation?
Oh yes, absolutely. Is the Nigerian government what?
Handcuffed in this situation?
No, Nigerian government is not handcuffed. But we're saying that, I'm telling you, the way the Zulu king did that, the politicians are doing this now. So let the South African government first tell their people. You heard the High Commissioner say, oh, they're going to do everything to make sure it doesn't happen again. You heard the police say, the police have assured the Nigerian mission in South Africa that even if a demonstration takes place, you will be protected. But when you say the Nigerian government, at this point in time, we cannot tell our people to go to the streets and start fighting back. We shouldn't go down low. We are Nigerians, we are humane, and we respect humanity. You don't come to Nigeria as visitors and we keep killing you because we don't like it. That's not who we are as a people. And that is why I'm glad of what right now the situation is calm, and Nigerians in South Africa are remaining calm and vigilant. So you can't just say, oh, okay, if they kill you, go kill them back. So let's see whether everything can be done to ensure this does not happen. But let the South African government face the reality that opposition politicians are inciting the people. You know, a major thing about this is education, ignorance. They're ignorant about how they got to where they are today. And we've told them several times that it is important to embark on some awareness education programs to, you know, these South Africans that are doing this, because they don't understand. They're ignorant about a lot of things.
But the thing about this is a really dangerous trend, especially when it is that first it was Zulu King, now politicians, and they've seen that they did it before, they're doing it again.
Exactly.
Nothing says that tomorrow it won't happen again.
And tomorrow is Friday.
There you go. And then the thing about this is that, you know, there is, in fact, and there will always be generations of South Africans who don't care about what Nigeria had done before or what others did to get them where they are. What are we doing back home to ensure that we send a strong message to South Africa in some way that, look, you can't keep allowing these things to happen?
Well, this is the first time this is happening under this administration. First, you recall that December 29th, a Nigerian was killed, allegedly killed by police in South Africa. As the High Commissioner said, there are two stories. According to the Nigerian Union, the guy was choked to death while he was being arrested by the police. But the police said, oh, well, he swallowed some drugs or something. But we're saying, okay, just investigate and let us know the truth so that the family can get closure. And the ambassador said, trust us, we're going to do just that. It might take a long time, but we will. And we take him for his words. We've worked a lot with him in the past. You know, so this is the first time this is happening under this administration. And Nigeria has diplomatically sent strong signals to South Africa that, you know what, we're not going to take this anymore. You can't just keep Look, there's a gentleman there. I saw him on your station yesterday, and we've spoken to him in South Africa. They destroyed his garage. Everything he had, everything he's worked for is gone. So we can't keep saying, oh, we appeal to you, be cautious. And that's why I said in my statement, if this is not tackled on time, there might be reprisals, which will not be good for both countries.
The people don't want to see the reprisals happen, obviously, but what they want to see much more is your stance when it comes to the bilateral ties we have with South Africa. What are you going to do about that?
Why don't we just take each step as it goes, so that we do not preempt, like the High Commissioner said, we don't want to preempt anything. We don't want to incite as they are inciting. So why don't we just believe that this will work? It's happening for the first time. Let's just believe that Africans will be protected. And you know, I still believe that no matter what happens, African Union must intervene. This is about Africa killing Africans. This is about Africa hating Africans. It's not a Nigerian thing. Let's get it clear. Somalians, Zimbabweans, in fact, Zimbabweans are even more affected. So it's not a Nigerian thing.
Do you have a response from African Union?
Well, we've written to the African Union, and I think it goes beyond just talking about it. African Union must table this as a critical discussion at any of their next meetings. Because you know what? The world is getting tougher. There's no globalization anymore. Europe is driving you out. America doesn't want you, and Africa doesn't want Africans. It's a serious problem, and African Union must tackle it seriously. Otherwise, I see a dangerous dimension.
But the last one that happened, did they? What kind of decision or actions? The last xenophobic attack.
The one in 2015.
Yes.
There was a report that came out, but I can't say for sure whether there were people or persons that were actually sanctioned or.
Because many think that the AU is a lame duck, that they barely do anything. They just meet and, you know,
I'm not going to assume.
They have strong...
We're going to put this on the front burner, and I hope that this will be taken very, very seriously. So I'm not going to assume, I'm not going to take your assumptions as correct.
They need to prove us wrong then, the African Union themselves.
Yeah, but most importantly is that really Africans need to be protected within Africa. If we do this to ourselves within Africa, then how can we criticize other continents when they tell us they don't want us? So it's really a serious matter. And it's sad because, you know, there's South Africa, there's Nigeria, the biggest on the continent. And, you know, the relationship between both countries is actually very, very good. Strong bilateral ties. And that is why one of the things South Africa needs to do is go down to the basics and educate their people. Because we have strong bilateral relationship and it's even getting stronger. So these are distractions which really should not be allowed to continue.